Hello again, welcome back to the card mat. Right, I'm going to show you how to make that gimmick for that whole moving trick that I've done. PVA glue stick, super glue, hole punch, 3 cards, doesn't matter what they are as long as the backs are the same, sharp knife, ruler and 2 clamps are optional, it just makes it a bit easier for me. Right, first off, get your 3 cards and clamp them together. Well, I'm clamping them together anyway because I'm going to be a bit of a smarty pants. Because you've got to be able to punch through the cards, you see. So I'm just going to clamp them together like that. Now, right on an angel's face, you want to punch a hole through all 3 cards. So get it lined up nicely on the angel's face, or as near to the angel's face as you think you can get it. And just like that, you punch a hole through. Right, take that off, take that off. Take one of the cards away. Clamp these 2 back up again so that them 2 holes are completely lined up still. Like that. Because now you want to punch a hole in each one of the angel's faces going all the way around. Oh yeah, get in the right place. So punch a hole into that angel's face and turn it around. I've got my clamp a bit too far down. Let's move that up a minute. Punch out that angel's face and then punch out this angel's face. Like that. So you just punched all 4 angels' faces out. And my cards did move, would you believe it? Even with them being clamped. Not to make any difference because only one of them is really necessary for being perfect. The other holes in the other one are just for guidelines. Now, on that little flower, you want to punch a hole, and in the middle of that, like Ace of Spades things, you want to punch a hole, and you want to put one on this side here as well. So I'll do these 2 first. So roughly on that flower, roughly in the middle of that. And as I say, one just a bit down this side. About there. So you basically got that cut out of one of your cards. Okay? Poof, poof. One of the cards I put to one side because that's going to be your front cards. You put that to one side. Now, on one of these, because you got them cut out, what you're going to be doing is making grooves to join all these holes up. So, you want to cut out, you're going to get away with doing that. What you want to do is cut out around this circle here, down to this circle here. Well, you don't really. You don't really know. You want to cut a square around each of these holes. Just make them into like a square shape. I'll pause the video and I'll do that and I'll come back. So as you can see now, I've cut all them circles into squares. So when that goes behind that card, it definitely can't be seen. You are seeing complete circular holes, not uncovering them. Right. Now what you need, because this is your back card, you need a little slot for a trigger to go into, if you understand what I mean. So I'll cut out what I'm doing and I'll come back and you see what I mean. Right, as you can see, what I've done is I've cut a square out on there. I've cut one in the middle, coming from that hole to that hole. This one is going from that hole to that hole. And then you cut one in the middle between that hole and that hole. Right? So that's that bit done. Now, you need this one. And what you're going to be doing on this one is basically cutting out from that hole down far enough to cover this hole. Right? So from there, right the way down and back up again. Oh. Then you're going to need to, I'll show you on this one, then you're going to need to cut one from this hole, sorry, coming down to this hole. So just around the top of that hole, coming down to the bottom and back up. But not on this card, on that one with the only one hole in. Yeah, then you need one going around this hole here, coming down the card to that hole, then one from that hole going across to that one. You don't have one for that one because that's going to be a permanent hole. All the others are going to join up to that. So you need to cut a piece of this, which will go from that hole to that hole, then this hole to that hole, and then one going from that hole coming down to that hole down there, right? That's the next bit. So I'll pause it and I'll come back once I've done that. And as you can see, I've now cut me 3 pieces out. So you should end up with something that looks a bit like that, which when you place on top of your original card, again, it does not cover any holes, and you've got little pieces which will fit in them. Right, now all you need to do is trim these down a little bitty bit. Right, so we start off with this one for this edge. Yeah, because don't forget that's going to be going on that side of the card. Right, so you want the angels' faces to be on all of them. So what you need to do is turn it all over and cut it so it's just past the top of this hole, which would bring it down to about there. Right, so I'll just trim that piece off there, just like that. Now you'll be able to see what we're working with here. Because if that goes in there, like that, obviously it's not glued down yet, but you can see it covers that hole. Once it slides up, it'll cover that hole. You get the idea? Yeah. So I've done that one. I need that. You get there, yeah. Now I've done that one. I need to do this one. Again, you want the angel's face on it, which is down in that corner. So I'll cut it off just above her eye, I think it is. So I'll cut this off just above her eye, about there, like that. And put that in there. Down there, it's not covering the hole, and it will go up and it will cover the hole. Aha, cut that on an angle. Be an idea, wouldn't it? It's going into an angle, cut it on an angle. Yeah, that's the right way. So cut that across there like that. Now once it's in there, it'll slide up, clear that hole and cover that hole up there. So that's that one done. Just leaves us with the little dinky one now. And again, you want the angel's face on it, which is in that way. And you want to cut it so it goes just past that hole, so just about there. Doesn't matter if you undercut on these, because you can always cut a little bit more off. You do not want to be butchering it and taking too much off, because you can't exactly put it back on. So that'll go in there. That goes in there and covers that hole. Then it slides over and cover that hole. Because you were cutting that straight in. It's just not clearing the last hole. So just cut a little bit off this bit here. Yeah, nice and straight. Yeah, it's too small to use the bloody ruler. Cut that straight in. So that'll go in there. When it slides over, it clears that hole. Smashing. Lovely job. Job all done nearly. Now it's just a case of gluing all of this crap together. Right. First off, you need that piece glued on to that card. Right, so get that done first. Then that one gets glued on the top of there. With them pieces already in, so once I'll glue this together first and get these little pieces out the way because I don't want them getting glued in. I'll glue this onto there and I will come back again. Right, so I forgot what part I said I was going to do when I paused that one, so I'll do it again. Look, I've got that's all glued together. What you do now is you stick that piece in there, so it fits in. stick that piece into that one. Get in there. Thank you. And you stick your little top piece in up there. And now what you need to do is glue that one on the top of there without gluing any of them pieces down. Right? Very tricky. So that's what I'm going to do now. And once I've done it, I will come back and show you what it looks like. Right, so once you've got it glued on, you should end up with something like that for the moment. Right? Hang on, get that up there. And make sure that they do still slide. It's going to be a bit hard to move them at the moment because they're underneath all of this crap. You haven't got your little lever fitted yet. But what you should be looking at is, where's the one for that one? There, up there. Get a blade on there, just move this over a bit. So when you're looking at it, you should just be looking at a card basically with 4 holes in that way. You're never going to show this side, so it doesn't really matter. Make sure you get all your edges stuck. Right, throw a clamp on that, get that stuck down quick, better. Very useful things, these clamps. Just want to make sure they're all stitched, just as I show you what to do for your next bit. Because now you've got to make your little levers. Get one more on up there. Right, I'll just leave that there to go off properly. Right, I'll shut that up now. Now, to make your little lever, you've got all these little bits of cut off cardboard, haven't you? Yeah. Well, waste not, want not. Grab hold of it and then fold it into like a tube type shape. Well, fold it, I mean roll it, if you know what I mean. Start it going and then just roll it into like a tube. And you want 3 of them, obviously, because there's three slidey parts to move. So that's starting to roll. When you carry on rolling now, I've started, yeah, you bugger, you're going, get around. Go ahead, you fold it over. And again. And a little bit more. Just like that. And so basically you need to make 3 of these little tube things. I'll come back once I've done them and that glue's gone off properly. Right, there's my card all stuck down. All the gimmick's in there. I've got my 3 little wedges made here. All you need now is a little bit of super glue just to glue these on. So you want to be very careful gluing these on because you do not want these to stick anything that's not supposed to get stuck, if you know what I mean. So just get a little bitty bit of super glue up there. A little bit on there like that. And then just get one of these onto, well, get that one onto the glue. Like that. And you need one on this one. So again, a bit of super glue. About there and stick. Whoops. Nearly got away from me. One of them onto there. Then I need one for this long one in the middle. So again, a little bit of super glue on that. Then you can come out of that then. I get that one. That one might be a bit long. Can I cut that? Pair of scissors. Easier than using that bloody blade on something like this. Just cut some off that. Oh, there we go. I get that there onto that bit of super glue there. Now it's just a case of letting that glue go off, and there we go. It should be working fine. So I'll let that go off and come back and give you a quick demo. Right, and there we go, all done. I've got my little bit of cardboard stuck on, as you can just about see them there. Yeah, you can just about see them. Right, now, the way it works is, you know where your holes are. I mean, you might be able to see them from there, but they're all on this side here. Even really close up, they're pretty hard to distinguish, aren't they? Well, all you're going to do is move this hole first across to there. So all you're going to do is, as you're putting your finger over there, you need to cover this hole, well, where this hole is here, if you can see it there, yeah. You got to cover that part with your finger as you go across. And all you're going to do is get your thumb on the back there and just push up on that lever as you get your finger to there, and then you're just pretending then to pull the hole down until you feel the hole underneath your finger, and you can stop and show that one hole's gone there. Then you're going to do this corner one here, so you stretch your hand across the card so you're covering again where the hole's going to appear, and as you do that, you're just pushing down on that lever there to cover, to make that hole get covered up, and then pulling it across like that up to here, and you made another hole up here. And then the last one to do is this one down here. So all you're going to do is, as you put your finger down on there, is again, ooh, that's a bit, that one's a little bit stiff. That one's just a little bit stiff. I'll have to work on that before I do the performance, which you've already seen. I have to re-glue that thing on it. Well, that's what it was, my little lever was just a bit too big. So I'm going to have to re-glue that back on, cut it down a bit and re-glue that back on. So for this one, you just put your hand down like that, and as you do that, what you're doing is pushing that, which isn't going to move now because I haven't got a little lever. Oh, it did move, look at that, I got it to move. And then you're just pulling your finger up, and then you're showing that you got all the holes there and there's no other holes in the card. And that's how you do the trick. How you make the gimmick and how you do the trick. Just with these little levers. That one's unrolling. Just with them little levers. Yeah, I'll have to re-stick that one back on before I show you the performance you've already seen. But there you go. I hope you have a go at making it. I'll put my blade away. Let's get that back over before I put the thing on it. I hope you have a good go at making one, and have a lot of fun doing it. Great little thing. And I'll see you again soon. I will do, honestly. Trust me.